Hi, I'm Jessie, marketing manager here at the Hostel shop, but today I'm going to put on my mechanic hat and show you how to install a T-cycle spring fairing kit. We've got a Trike Max here today, and we have it on our Sportscrafters feedback workstand. This workstand is really nice if you need a portable workstand. It adjusts up and down and adjusts fore and aft, allowing you to put different length trikes on. Great option. We also carry some T-cycle workstands that are just as fantastic. We've got a floor stand model that has wheels with magnets that you can roll around your shop. And we also have a tabletop version if you want to put something up on a block or a workbench. Now, on to the fairing. We're going to go over the different parts of the fairing. We have, for the trike, we have our boom clamp. This is a 1.8 inch boom clamp. Depending on the model of trike you have, you're going to need a different size boom clamp. Next is what T-cycle calls the bow tie. This is going to attach to the boom clamp. Then we have the main hardware that's going to attach to the bow tie. And then we have the brace at the top for the fairing, as well as the rubber nuts to attach the fairing. And last, we have the fairing cleaning kit. We do sell these in a larger version, but you get a complimentary sample with the purchase of your fairing kit. And finally, the bubble. Okay, for tools today, we're going to use a 10 millimeter socket wrench. We are going to use a M5 and an M4 wrench on our Allen wrench on our different types of wrenches. So this is a Y wrench. It comes with 4, 5, and 6. Super handy, very useful, fits a lot of things on bikes and trikes. Okay, to start, you're going to install your clamp. And to do that, simply loosen the bolts. Okay, and we're going to come over here. Okay, and you want the rounded portion towards the drive side. And then you're going to have the flat portion over here on the non-drive side. Kind of eyeball it and make sure okay, you'll tighten those down. And then you want to make sure you have a level. And make sure this side is perpendicular to the ground. And we're almost spot on. Perfection. Okay, next you're going to take the bolts out of the non-drive side. Okay, now you're going to attach your bow tie, and it's going to have the tube facing forward. Okay. Next step, you can loosen this front bolt and this rear bolt at the bottom. And okay, you'll grab your 10mm socket wrench and loosen up that bolt and have it pointing straight out. And snug it up. Okay. Now you're going to take the 10mm socket wrench and remove the loose hardware at the base of the shorter 9-inch tube. Then you're going to pull that out. Loosen the pivot point. Rotate that down. And then slide that back on. Next, you're going to take this piece and insert it onto this tube. And now you're going to want to make sure things are all kind of centered up in the front. You're going to want to kind of eyeball it and make sure this tube is in line with your derailleur mast. And make sure this tube is also in line with your derailleur mast. And tighten down this clamp. Now, you're not going to want your fairing in your drivetrain. So now that we have this on, we can see where it needs to be and adjust stuff. And we're going to move the boom frame clamp further forward. And tighten that back down. Okay, so once you have that at a better extension, you can adjust the different angles of the fairing depending on how you want it to sit. You can take your box wrench and your Allen wrench and angle it and adjust it here. You can also adjust it here, but you want to make sure you at least have some, you have a minimum insertion point. There's a little keyhole on the underside of the tube. You want to make sure that that does not go past the end tube. Okay. Okay, we're going to double check and make sure everything's lining up. Okay, once you have everything straight and aligned, after you've adjusted all your alignment points, now it's time to install the top piece. Okay, slide your tube in, and you want to make sure your tube is centered. There's a nice little marking point right on here. Tighten down your clamps. And you're ready to install the bubble. So you want to peel back protective tape so you can see the holes, but leave the tape on now so you don't scratch your new bubble. Then you undo the rubber nut, unscrew it. You're going to put this through the outside, making sure you have that rubber washer. And then you're going to screw this loosely onto the outside for now. It's okay if it moves a little bit. Okay, once you have the 4 rubber nuts installed, you're going to start at the bottom and insert them into the silver slots at the bottom of the fairing. And now you're going to tighten the screws, and you don't have to tighten them very hard, just enough, because it's going to cause the rubber to swell and then keep the fairing intact. Then you'll do the same on the top. Snug those down. And it's installed. The one thing you're going to want to check, make sure when you take the trike down and you have your foot on the pedal, that your foot is not going to hit the fairing. The great advantage of the spring fairing, it's going to keep you able to ride in spring and fall longer. It's going to help keep your feet warm. It's going to give you a little bit of an aerodynamic advantage. And it's super easy to remove should you want to take it off on a warmer day and not have it on. All you have to do, you can either remove it by undoing the rubber nuts. You can remove it by undoing this clamp here and sliding the whole front end off. Or you can remove it right back here at the bow tie and remove it and just leave the clamp on your trike so you can pop the whole unit on when you're ready to use it again in the cooler season. This is a great option for the shoulder season if you don't ride through the winter, but you want to keep riding a little longer in the spring, early in the spring or late into the fall. We hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find more information about the fairing at hostelshop.com.